Well, now it's time for Ancient, and let's see if Brazen can set a little bit of a different tone than they did on Nuke. GODSENT obviously looking to get this pistol kicked off nicely, and Lato pressuring in towards the donut already. Well, he's looking the wrong way, but he's still going to get the kill. Oh, no. Even when he's messing up, he's still winning. Stays winning. And Lato,
Are you kidding me?
precise with that USP, eliminates both sets of dualies. They tried the double dualie cave approach, and instead, they just left B completely undefended. So focused in on Lato they were that they abandoned the site, and at this point, Lato has done all he needs to do. 3 huge kills. It's up to his teammates to try and see this one through, which they are very comfortably set up to do. Masami Duck gets one, but at this point, completely out of position. Time ticking away. No kit, no health, no nothing. It's GODSENT to take the pistol.
I mean, they just poke their head around and there's a bullet immediately connecting with them. So what do you do if you're Brazen? GODSENT's just got a beat on them. Pretty much, yeah, that's what they did there. Masami Duck does get one, and Dane found one as well, but Lato is the one just pulled that one right back in. Wicked headshots coming through from him. And, well, GODSENT off to the right foot here on their T side. Lato gonna just peer out towards that B site.
The double K push again. That's spam.
Yeah, it'll slow them down a little bit, but I have to imagine eventually they're going to push on through. Brazen are trying to wait for that push to come through mid. In fact, they're not being too aggressive there. I'm not sure how much they're going to find here. Lato going to spray through the smoke with the AK, and he's continuing to try and keep them at bay. It is the right play because Brazen are hesitant to push up because of this, and eventually that smoke's going to fade. You got to make your play, otherwise you got 2 players stacked up on the left side of Jaguar, and that's just not a position that's going to be favorable, especially if GODSENT are pressuring from both sides of Snake. It's not going to happen, and they're actually going to be by themselves in that B site, as it looks like it's going to be an A take right now. Could still go either way, depending on how they approach mid, though.
Certainly could. Looking like a wrap in the donut, and that is the softer site. Molotov through, space being taken. Hasn't pulled the rotation just yet, but it's pressure on. Good shot for Darty Montana. That drops the bomb. This could get weird. Less weird now. It's into the catacombs for Masami Duck with the smoke in front. There's not so much that he could do in terms of impact. Grape full support with a scout, but a Molotov prevents the forward real estate. With Arzu going down in towards mid, that bomb ticking away. There is some school of thought for saving what little they have to be able to compete for the next round. Masami Duck is too committed, though. Will not have the option to escape, and now, well, they're all going to die.
All right. Well, good shot from Darty Montana. I got to focus on the positive there for Brazen. I mean, he had the opener. The thing is, GODSENT are so confident right now playing against Brazen that they don't even hesitate. They immediately challenge, double peeking towards Darty Montana. He had no chance to survive in that angle. And then afterwards, they storm onto the site and don't have any problem dealing with the rest of Brazen. So 2-0. And Brazen, having forced in that previous round, will need to go on an eco here. It's going to be a 5-7, a P250, a flashbang, and that's it. We'll see if that's enough to at least make a dent into this GODSENT side. Lato peeking into 2 players, gets one, probably the second as well. There you go. Another multi-kill round already for Lato, and it's only just begun.
And he could theoretically get caught in a crossfire here. Oh, come on!
Oh, no.
Oh, no, great. 3 HP for Henny. He gets away with that one. Didn't even check it. Just chased the kill. Why not? And this one's going to be clean. Bit of damage here done for Brazen, but they just cannot finish their food. The USP not enough to get that kill.
I don't want to pile on Brazen here, Mike, but I have to say, if you're Grape, you have so much time. You must be a little nervous given the fact that, yes, they're going up against GODSENT, but you just had to aim for the head, not the chest and the legs, or being below the chest at a certain point, because he shot, I think, 5 bullets into his body, and it wasn't enough to kill him.
They're pretty rattled, man.
Yeah,
they are
for
very clearly.
Again, I don't want to pile on, so that's all I'm going to say on that, as GODSENT are going to charge into the B site here, and they have no opposition.
No, it's the guns out for the first time. This is a swing back in. That's a couple big kills. Blocked out by the pillar. A little too exposed. And now it's all on to Grape to hold any court here because Masami Duck is a little slow to rotate. That bomb's coming in. And a brilliant flashbang from Taco sets up Barton for the kill and sends Masami Duck back on their wing to try and fly away to save, to fight another day. 4-0. And the gun round nets very little for Brazen. It's a quick one, too. That bomb hasn't even been planted yet because GODSENT wants to hunt.
Mike, I understand the play. Give them the space, peek into it, try to go for a retake and catch them off guard, but it just doesn't work at all. You can't have zero presence on the B site. I mean, you can keep people off of default, but at least leave one in Cave, one in Jaguar, and one that can peek in from long B. If you're going to play a heavier B style, even just 2 players, one towards Cave and then one, excuse me, towards long B, just something. But they're GODSENT were able to walk into the site, even though they take a couple of casualties. That one was pretty straightforward for them.
Well, this duck will be able to live into the next round.
He gets to go for a swim.
No Quack's giving it away. Yeah, ducks like water, you know? Ducks like
do.
rain. A classic. Are you familiar with ducks like rain, John?
I'm not actually. At least I don't think I am.
Brilliant children's musician Rafi. Wait, is it Rafi?
I think I am, yes, but I don't know ducks like rain.
Yeah, here we go. Rafi. All right, FFI, ducks like rain. Not going to play it for you. I'm pretty sure that'd get us DMCA, John.
It would, yes.
But, you know, that was a bop when I was 4 in the cassette player in the car. That was a bop. We had a Rafi cassette that I think I may have worn out, demanding it be played so often. Masami Duck's got an opener here. The one rifle putting in some work, and they've got to back away because they don't want to give up the bomb early. Dumao cleans up the B site, though, and, well, now with a site taken, that does make life a little easier. And Barton says, okay, you took a site. Let's see if I can take one, too. He's holding them. The bomb maybe even sticking around here. That's a bit risky. They don't know that they have B. They certainly do have the numbers now, and Barton even gives them the slip. Darty Montana going to chase. Darty Montana chasing. He's not going to realize the player's to the right, and he's dead.
And Masami Duck on another save mission here. As GODSENT, I mean, they haven't even planted the bomb yet, so Masami Duck is going to hang around that B site a little bit longer, but there's only so much that he can do, and keeping this M4 alive is more important than chasing frags.
I just found there's a genius page for ducks like rain. The thing where they analyze the lyrics from it. I'm just gonna read the lyrics out here for you folks. Here's the first entire stanza, entire bar. Quack, 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 quack. All right, now second stanza. Quack, 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 quack. Now we get into the chorus. Ducks like rain, ducks like rain, ducks like splishing, splashing in the rain. Ducks like rain, ducks like rain, ducks like the rainy weather, water running off their feathers, duck like splish, splashing in the rain. It's a banger. It's a bop. Masami Duck, let's see if this duck likes the rain of bullets coming his way. No, it's Darty Montana. Instead, that's 2 huge kills. Cleans up the A site, prevents this prong GODSENT going with the pronged approach. But now the question is, can they hold on to B? And the answer is not so much. Arzu dead, no trade. Molotov down. Deep player in, so much damage done from Lato. This name will finish him. Oh no, but Grape is limping, and they've been pushed so far back in towards spawn. No forward positioning to contest for this. They'll have to start to set up the retake.
I mean, the thing is, look, it was such a great position from Darty Montana to fend off 2 players. They even have the man advantage, but they can't challenge any further. Now Henny's going to find Grape. Taco get caught off, and he does. Darty Montana finds Lato. He's got a 3K. Henny, the last one standing, needs to clutch out a 1v3. There's the first. Henny peeking around, looking into short B. Now Cave. A Molotov gets thrown onto the bomb. Henny flicks around, gets the second, looking for the third. He can't find it.
Time?
It is Masami Duck. He should have enough time. Yes, it's going to be tight, but he's got it. First round on the board, and Masami Duck has been the key to both of their round victories here tonight, Mike.
I guess he does like rain.
Yeah.
My goodness, that one coming down to the absolute wire. You get the first 2 picks completely uncontested over towards A. It still comes down to a 1v1 clutch. Oh.
I can't believe it came down to that, especially considering how much control they had gained from those 2 frags.
They're just rotating so quickly off the sites, right? They hadn't seen anything else behind those 2 players who were dead. That
what,
one's
Taco?
Taco. Lato technically gets that kill, but it was really Darty Montana. as Taco just tried to challenge his own Molotov, hoping that there was no one in towards Donut, but they know he's going now. They've got him contained, and Darty Montana will just take the fight, and he's down, and that's going to be 2 players down. This should be a safe call already.
This is just disrespect, period, from
Absolutely.
GODSENT. They're walking through Molotovs, they're charging onto the A site, there's zero hesitation. They are bullying Brazen.
Would you like to hear the next
I would
next verse
yes.
of Ducks
Let's
Like Rain?
go.
Okay, so
I
there's
wanna
another
hear it.
chorus, which is just a stanza of quacks. And then the second verse comes through. Ducks like rain. Ducks like rain. Ducks like to whittle waddle in the rain. Ducks like rain. Ducks like rain. Ducks like to whittle waddle. Water knee deep in the puddle. Ducks like to whittle waddle in the rain. And then there's 2 more stanzas of quacks. And that is Ducks Like Rain by Rafi. Absolute banger.
It's
Rafi slaps.
It gives you the warm and fuzzies, Mike, I think. It's nice. It's nice. I've never heard it, but maybe I'll go and listen to it after this.
Banger, man.
Indeed. All right. Well, we head into round number 8 here. GODSENT. Let's see if they continue to be bullies. Looks like they are not really hesitating too much to get into A main, but they do pull off the aggression a tad. Flashbang going to get thrown in to Jaguar, and I think Lato wants to try and clear this himself, but he's waiting for reinforcements, I guess, to come through, or at least an opening frag.
Well, he was double peeking from the window, right, to set up a taco to clear in towards mid. They lose Henny, and here's the problem: bombs outside of B main, so eventually they're gonna have to send someone on a long journey to go back and get it. I think Dumao has just been tasked with that because his teammates are up by Donut. They do not want to give up this ground. They do not want to give up this space, but you could get into an issue here where they get ahead of themselves with the site take. Oh, good damage done. Good kill from Masami Duck. Keeps the A main player out of play. And this is now looking like a convincing CT round. Something we haven't had yet for Brazen, but they've got the shutdown here. And it's 2 players who are incredibly isolated out from GODSENT, trying to make something happen. Now, Dumont coming in late. I don't think they're going to predict him. He could get this kill on the mid player for free. Could even get 2 as well. Oh, no. Footsteps heard. He still gets the kills. Taco another. It's about damage now. A 1v3. 35 seconds. Time is short. But the economy is brittle from the Brazen side. One kill here makes life difficult, but he cannot find it. It's Duck instead to put this one away. And that's the second round on the board for Brazen. This is the first one, John, on either map where they actually look to be in control.
Yeah, I would say that I would have preferred them keep all 5 players alive because they were in position to do so, right? And Dumao peeking around there probably shouldn't have won that fight, but it's okay. Brazen, you're right. You know, looked convincing in that round on the defensive end. Now they got to string 2 in a row. You got to string 2 in a row. Something. At least be convincing in this round if it's going to be a loss. Great. Gonna get the opener. There we go. Playing aggressively towards Jaguar. Drops Dumao. And there is a 3rd consecutive round, I believe, where they get the opening pick, or at least 2nd consecutive round. Arzu is staring on forward into cave. Darty Montana tosses an 8-up snake, and that one connects. It's chonky. On to Lato, who's down to 46, and he's waiting for a push to come through as the rest of his team is, in fact, pinching in from connector. Darty waiting here in Donut.
It's pretty much going to be about this donut fight, right?
Yeah.
If they get it scot-free, then you've got Masami Duck in a very tough spot. And Henny's coming looking. He's posted up now. He's peeking, and that's going to be the shot now. It's high pressure. No one's close enough to rotate to this easily. They've got the utility to seal it off as well. It's going to have to be Masami Duck to have any presence here. To win the fight with Lato, there isn't something going forward. Oh, but he's been spotted, and he's been dealt with. And at that, this site may as well be lost. Bombs down. Grapes going looking. Could maybe catch Barton if he peeks around. Flashbang there is brilliant, and now the 2 kills come in. It's over. Arzu is lingering, but he has nothing to work with here. His teammates have been swept off the server, and Barton is about to take him with them.
Yeah, there's nothing Arzu could do in that situation. Barton, easy frag, and GODSENT right back to the winning ways. It started off so promising, though. Very nice opening pick from Grape, but Brazen crumble afterwards and are just unable to fend off the advance that GODSENT is bringing their way. It's just the aim duels, and honestly, the skill level is on a different level for GODSENT compared to Brazen. Simple as that, at least right now. 3 players for GODSENT are going to head on towards this B site. Not sure if that's the final destination. They, in fact, drop the bomb right behind those double doors, and they're just going to try and get an opening pick here. Dumao peeking around. He's got an engagement, just pistols on the Brazen side, and Lato walks into cave, gets Arzu. That's a ton of space potentially gained towards B, but Lato is not going to take it just yet. He wants to see what else the team can do, and Dumao's going to do something. He gets Darty Montana over in Donut, and now, well, GODSENT can pretty much go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they're doing, right? They're taking everything on the map. They have such good control. It's a really wealth of riches. At least 1 kill there for Great. You might be able to hide an AK and take it through into the next round. That's about the best you can hope for now in a 4v2 with these 2 players incredibly isolated. Joris is in kind of a cheeky spot. He's obviously not going to be able to deny this bomb plant here, but it's possible they overlook him. Possible, but not likely. And Lato certainly won't. So now it's all under Grape, who needs to play hide the AK. They do have money. They will be able to invest in the next round. Loss bonus obviously being maxed out here, but I mean, you don't want to give up this rifle. You getting a kill does not matter here whatsoever.
No.
Has no impact on the likely outcome of this map. You getting shot in the face? Well, I mean, you're going to be able to win the next round, but certainly not great. You'd love to have an AK here.
Yeah, an AK would have been more potent, to say the least, but Grape, well, he wants the op, I guess. He wants to get that big green back in his hands. Could have dropped the AK for a teammate, though, and helped with the utility, because as a result, the utility is a little lighter than it would have been with the AK dropped on over. It's the little things that make the difference. You got to keep that in mind, even when things might not be looking like they're going your way in a match. Anything can happen. You can turn it around. Arzu, though, is going to be waiting here at the B site. Molotov blooms in front of him. He's holding the aggressive angle, though. He might be able to catch one off here. Goes around. There's the one. And then Taco gets traded out as well by Dane Joris, who tucked himself back into cubby. Bomb is dropped. Oh, what a great Molotov thrown. Dane still manages to get one in that position, which wasn't easy. But GODSENT have control of the B site, and they've got the bomb by their side. So they should be able to get the plant, but Darty Montana could pressure them.
Yeah, Darty Montana in the cave. This could be huge. Good smoke. They needed to get it done. Bomb's not being planted just yet. If they wait till after these smokes fade, they're going to be in for a world of hurt. Oh, this could be bad. The spam's so risky now. Penny's waited a little bit too long. And
what?
I don't know where that bullet just went.
No.
But it disappeared. And he's not going to be able to get any more to connect. And that will be Brazen finding a 3rd round.
I think Henny's off bullets are disappearing on a regular basis.
They're just vaporizing.
I don't know. That one looked like it should have connected, to be honest. Maybe just moving a little bit too much and the bullet went astray. Either way, Brazen get a 3rd. All 3 other round victories have been isolated, though. And on the CT side of Ancient, you need to be doing way more than this, because T side getting 8 rounds is, quite frankly, already phenomenal. Let's see if GODSENT can pack on a few more. Darty Montana, peering around the edge of the smoke, and he's going to fall back. Dane is already pushed down ramp. This is some great space and information for him to gain, but Barton is the one with the opening frag on the Sammy Duck, and then a great nade is thrown. They know that Brazen have pushed up here. Dane goes down below half health, and I mean, they have the space at the very least, but GODSENT can go in the other direction. Game site's vacant.
Ooh. Well, that's tough. Full A-site control, a big kill on the player in Donut, though, so they need to accelerate a little bit. If they had just kept that control, there's not a whole lot that Brazen could do. Now they've got a chance to get back into this round, and that's a great shot from Arzu. Takes down the lurker. Now the bomb plant is even denied. It's all on to Dumao. And while he is an incredibly deadly player, there's so much for him to find. 50 seconds, he's going to try and plant, and Grape calls his bluff. He's got that shot, and that one works out beautifully. It was looking absolutely disastrous, but an overextension from the Donut player just leads to the whole round unraveling.
Yeah, Donut player didn't have to go too far and ended up going down in that round. If they stay alive, then of course they can support the A site. They didn't have to go any further, and then it probably could have been a GODSENT round. But credit to Brazen, right? They hit their shots. They finally start to click here. They get 2 rounds in a row for the first time in 2 maps, but still, it's looking at least better than it was on YouTube. I guess at least that part. Darty Montana is going to try and spray down one. He gets it, but Henny trades it out. So that's an even trade, better for GODSENT because they gain the space on top of everything else. Flashbang going to get tossed here, and Arzu, excuse me, is completely blinded. He's going to fall back here, throw a Molotov to cover his retreat, and the B site is pretty safe for the time being. They've got their angles covered. Is he going to peek back into this? Arzu wants the fight, and he will win it.
He's won it. He's won it. Getting a little frisky himself, and it's working out nicely here. So GODSENT again on the back foot in terms of the numbers. Let's spam on through, but not connecting just yet. Arzu is low. Gotta be careful. Can't dip your beak too far into this one. And it does mean that Dangerous is a little isolated, but his smoke is timely, and now Arzu's back in position. This peek down B main could be bold. Utility's gonna come over. Is this a flash or a smoke? It's a smoke. And he's fully blinded off by it. So going to be forced to reposition. Dangerous tries to swing, and now they're locked out of the site. This is a bomb plant likely coming through. 35 seconds on the clock, but plenty of time to plant this C4. And now this is a world of difference. A double off when you take is a tough prospect here. They've got utility on the belt to spray. They need to use it beautifully, and Arzu is already down for the count. Big kill from Asami Duck. Player in cave could be dealt with by this Molotov or the smoke, to be quite frank. Slow walk. Gets caught, and now it's all on to Green. Might be trying to just back away at this point, but gonna force the issue, try for the clutch, and not be able to seal the deal. Taco with the timing out of the cave smoke secures round number 9.
Not too bad. Some good shots from Asami Duck, and great. It's a pretty impressive one and towards the tail end of that. But with the op in that situation, you really have to be quick and flick around and find that last target. But he wasn't given the opportunity. Gets shut out. And GODSENT are right back to the winning ways, up 9-4. Not necessarily a fan of the slow crouch peek from Asami Duck there. But look, at least he was able to have a significant impact on the round, and Brazen had a lot of positive points to bring out of that one. GODSENT looking to get into double digits now, though, and Brazen unfortunately won't have much of a buy-up. Lato goes out, finds the freebie onto Arzu, and then the B site is pretty much free and clear for the taking. They might be banking on Brazen rotating towards B, if they're even really thinking about that at this point, and then try to take the A site. The reason I say that is they might just try to bowl their way over onto any bomb site, so I'm not sure if they're too concerned.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, I don't think they're too concerned whatsoever. Dumao might get caught. Yeah. He does indeed. He was very bold. But the immediate trade does make this a little bit easier. I believe you spotted Masami Duck as well, so they know there's a player here. So it's going to fall to Grape in the cave to do just about anything. Got a P250 and a dream. And that dream is a nightmare. It's over. The round. Double digits found for GODSENT. Nothing to do here for Brazen, and the best I can say for Brazen is that this is about in line with their typical CT round win percentage, which it's not good, John.
No,
it's not good.
But
hey, 4 times as many rounds as a nuke.
To be fair to them, they're not an ancient team. No. They don't like playing on this map. This is a punish pick from their opponents, so. Yeah, and when they played up against Gaming Gladiators, this was the map they lost, and it was 4-16. So
yes,
yeah.
But to be fair, if you're gonna leave Ancient in, you should be expecting to play it.
Yes.
4v3 here. Let's see if they can tack on this final round. What a shot from Barton! Just deletes them. This is looking like a dire situation. He is absolutely absurd so far today. Even just tries to yeet in for another. Deep control here. That bomb not found yet. Player window could be an issue if they push through towards the elbow. But Dumao has gotten into the catacombs. And they haven't seen him just yet. They've spent some utility. The big risk here is great. He punished from this angle before. He's just been spotted. Oh, he's going to catch that nade. Right on through. Dumao with the kill. No one in Donut just yet. Here's the window to plant. If they're going to do it, it has to be now. And Lotto recognizes it. The utility is good. And that bomb is 100% going down. So now Arzu going all the way around the world, going for the long flank in towards A main. Could he pull off something miraculous here? Well, he's been spotted, so element of surprise not available. Dangerous, though, pinching on in. Will leave the clutch to Dumao. He's backed up. He's forced back and will not be able to succeed. A 5th round found at a minimum for Brazen takes us to the half.
love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Well, we did see a little bit more from the Brazen on their CT side. 5 rounds to their name, but now comes the tough part. Getting it done on the attacking half of Ancient with a 5-round deficit is a tall order. Let's see if Brazen are up to the task. They've got Donut already. High pressure in. None of these USP shots connecting, so it's going to be left to Barton. Well, he's just got the spot. He's got the info. But he's been blinded up. He's been pressured. Can he get any kills? Yes, he can indeed, but only the one. And losing Taco as well means that this is, oh no, not even numbers anymore. Dumalo clinical again with that USP. They're going to try and get this bomb down. They will succeed. Nothing like that. And instead he loses his life. Dirty Montana connects for 2. And that's going to be it.
Okay.
Brazen win a pistol. We might have a game here, John.
Yeah, very much so. Dirty Montana stepping up to the plate again. Another 3K to his name. And Honestly, I thought that Dumas would be able to do more from that position. He's so very clinical with that USP. Each pistol round, in fact, he's very difficult to deal with, but that time Darty takes him down, and Brazen find themselves a sixth, which could lead to 8 rounds overall for them if they convert here. That said, you can't underestimate GODSENT with the Deagles, and I think the one risk for GODSENT here is taking it too easy, right? If you're thinking, oh man, we got this, we don't really have to do much at all, and that's when Brazen can start to slip on through and pile on the rounds. Certainly a capable squad, so we'll have to see. Still a very far cry from victory, because once those rifles come out, I think it's going to get ever more difficult for Brazen to pierce through that defense.
Still only got to deal with the Deeks first. His control towards mid is good. Bountiful. It does seem like they want to eventually bring this all to bear on B, where you just got a Henny. You just got a Henny. But they're timid. They're waiting for some sort of response, some sort of approach, and well, they've just found it. God, Henny slipping. Knife out. Good damage
Henny
from that
doing?
Deagle. But it doesn't matter. What was he doing?
Yeah.
I have no clue. Trying to gamble stack? Assume they wouldn't be in towards mid?
No, I mean with
really
with his knife out walking forward, what was the idea there?
Slightly faster silent walking.
Okay. I'm not even sure.
Slightly
Anyway.
faster silent walking. I don't know. But regardless, it is going to be around for Brazen. GODSENT no interest in contesting this. They've got a lot to save.
Yeah, GODSENT just going to wait here onto the A site. Might be a little bit of a chase from Brazen because they're definitely frag hungry. They want to find their rhythm. Connecting some heads. And there you go. Arzu's challenging. Darty Montana is going to get another one to his name. Barton is dropped. They're going to clean them out. Dumas, last one standing. Darty Montana is chasing. Dumas doesn't realize it, but he does manage to tuck himself into a little cubby there in A main and survive at the very least. So he saves his armor and his deagle along with the 2 flashbangs that he had. So it won't be too bad here for GODSENT, at least for Dumas, but the rest of the squad won't have anything at all. Just USPs, completely dry. Brazen, on the other hand, well, they're going to walk in with exactly what they had in the previous round. It's going to be 3 MAC-10s, an AK, and a Galil, and Darty Montana's pushing into the stack. Needs to be careful, but Dangerous gets a couple with the MAC-10. Taco about to come back with 2. That is the bomb dropped here. Arzu does get the recovery and the second mic. He's calmed things down. They should be okay. But it is Dumas. What a shot!
Dumas could turn this round on its head. They know where he is. They've got that bomb planted. That changes things. But can they safely get out from behind this pillar? Oh, they're making an assumption about where he's playing from, but it's not true. It's not the case. Darty Montana, got to be careful here. You can see the respect they're giving. They know exactly how deadly this hand cannon can be. 4 more bullets. And Dumas coming looking. And there's a little bit of a timer on this. That shot's going to connect. Now he's got a rifle. Now he's got a gun. Still sticking with the deagle. Still sticking with it. They smoke out the bomb. And now Dumas just has to give it up. He knows he doesn't have time. He knows he can't contest this. He wants the kill. He wants the final kill. And he will have it. But he will not have the round.
Yeah, nor his life, so he doesn't get the rifle, but still, what a play from Dumas. 1v3, isolates each fight, and in fact, that first one just literally strafing past with a deagle headshot. Really nutty shot, and then afterwards he finds the player, sees the barrel of the gun around the corner, so he knows where to fire. I don't know, I mean, with a kit, that's GODSENT's round. Brazen have to be a little wary of the way they won that one. Dumas around the edge of the smoke, goes down immediately. Good response from Darty Montana, but Taco does manage to connect to do the final damage to Darty Montana, even this out of a 4v4. A little bit of space gained up mid, in fact, a lot. Ours is putting a ton of pressure onto Taco, has to back off into CT, but Taco's good for it. Even though he goes down to 15 HP, he does give the man advantage to his squad.
And the problem is now they're very one-dimensional, right? They've got no more presence in towards mid. GODSENT hasn't realized it just yet, but Donut is wide open. Barton's a little wary. He still has to check this. He doesn't have a teammate come through, but as soon as he gets the spot, he might get a tip-off. And now Taco's coming creeping on in. Barton wants this info. He wants the peek, and he lines them up.
Oh, no.
Perfect timing from Barton to find 2. It's all onto Grape now. A 1v4 with no control, and at this point, GODSENT fully aware of the score. At least Grape has the ball, and at least he has a minute to play. But he's got to reset this. They have all bunched up on site. They haven't left anyone to protect the periphery to deal with the flank. Now they're going to realize their error, and Lato will go back around to make sure he doesn't creep away. Flashbang, good peek. Grape's been spotted. They know he's here now, and Barton's coming around on the flank. Yeah. So his days are likely numbered.
Yeah, he's gone. Might be able to get one here, but certainly they're going to pinch with 3 players. Barton comes around. He does go down. Okay, no immediate trade going to come through. 22 seconds left. There's no way a bomb plant will happen. And yeah, there's Lato pinching in from the flank, and Grape will go down. So GODSENT pick up an 11th, and now the lead is extended back to 3. And I think I've said this before, 10-8 can be a very deceptive scoreline because, you know, obviously prior to that, it was 10-5 if the team coming back got those 2 rounds off a pistol after winning it. So then afterwards, you see the rifles are coming out, and then the scoreline can start to extend itself once more, unless, of course, Brazen has something to say about it, which wasn't the case in that round. And of course, going back again, you think about the fact that Lato was able to take down 3 players, or excuse me, Dumal was able to take down 3 players, hurting their economy. So now they are going to go for a half buy here that features 2 AKs, not too bad, but they could have gone for a full-on buy-up if they had those 3 rifles survive. So a lot of little things adding up for Brazen here in the second half, and Henny finally connecting with that AWP, finds himself a second, pulls up the USP, will go down. Arzu and Darty Montana, 2 AKs doing damage, but Dumal immediately silences them for a very quick round victory, 12 on the board.
My goodness, the young guns of GODSENT are hitting 20 for Barton, 16 Dumal, 16 Lato, and then, you know, Henny as well, 16 of his own. Very comfortable scorelines here. Looking good. Reminiscent of Nuke, to be quite frank. And now let's see if GODSENT can start up the run. It's onto the pistols for Brazen. Very little to work with. That nade already dealing some damage. They got a chance this Molotov. They're going to challenge it. Dumal's down for the count. This could get rough. Hato nearly gets caught out. But now some sanity has been restored. And
got an
with
AK.
Taco stacked up by the window. Oh, he's got the backstab. That's 1 drop. That's the rifle as well. It's down to just 2 players. Lato's even come looking so bold out here. Masami Duck should know he's here, but can't see it through to a kill.
Yeah, another pretty straightforward round there for GODSENT. Like I mentioned, 10-8 deceptive, because once those rifles come out, GODSENT become a completely different beast to deal with. Brazen now have the 4 AKs and the op back up and running. Let's see what Grape can do with that. He was pretty impressive in a couple of rounds with the op on CT side, going for an aggressive peek and getting rewarded from it, but now he's on that T side where it's a lot harder to open up that space with the big green. Arzu is going to push his way up into the cubby here in Snake. He's probably going to wait around for a little bit, see if anyone decides to pressure on forward. Dumal is doing that, but that's actually towards Donut, and he gets the opener onto Darty Montana. Just no chance. Great crosshair placement. Lato gets a second and a third on the round. Arzu and Dangerous, the last 2 standing, and Hope is, well, not very good. 1:20 left on the clock, and Dumal is already pushing towards the Hey, they get a couple. Hold
the overextensions again, coming back to punish. Problem is, how?
What?
Okay, all right. This is in the realm of possibility. Still a minute, lots of time. 2 players completely isolated, so it's going to be 1v1s, whichever way this shakes out. Taco and Barton. Dane hoping they'll get another overextension here, but as Barton starts to clear back in towards spawn, eventually they'll set up to actually play together. The health is low. It could just be the sidearm for Barton. That would be enough. He's posted. So there is no escape. It's going to have to be B. Dane doesn't know that, but he is picking correctly. I'll go on to that sidearm, and he's got it. Fang's taken out of this round. GODSENT nearly fumbling that one away through overextending. But they're still A-okay.
They are okay, but honestly, they didn't have to push it all. 5v2, you can just hold your angles and wait for Brazen to come to you. Instead, decide, hey, we want this to be over. And maybe they got a dinner date. I don't know.
Maybe.
But,
I think they're just feeling good. They're just feeling it. Sometimes you're just feeling it, man.
Yeah. No, totally.
Here's pushing towards mid. Molotov sectioning players off. There's clearly a gap. Still, it's a bit of a massacre. A 2-for-2 exchange is not bad for the T side, considering what little they had into the round. Problem is, Well, now you got to get past Barton's op. He picks up the secondary on this map as he is that A-site anchor, and he's pretty dang good with it. It's going to be tested again here. Close quarters. Oh, and he hits that shot. No problem. Masami Duck coming to a stop at just the wrong moment. It's all on to Dane now. Dane Joris to try and keep GODSENT off of series point, to try and keep Brazen swinging in this match, in this map. And the chances, well, they are slim. GODSENT will give him some space, some carpet, some real estate to get on towards this site. But with Barton posted up with that AWP and reinforcements close at hand, still going to be tough. They actually are completely conceding a B bomb plant if that would come through. Require the full rotate. But they're allowing the possibility, and there's the spot. There's the spot. There's the missed shot. And it seems like they're going to go for the pistol duel. No, Penny will finish that off.
Yeah, nice effort at the end there by Dane, but there's only so much you can do with only a deagle in your hands, and Brazen were, of course, playing for overtime. And, well, it's going to be 7 rounds required in a row on Brazen's side to push this one to OT. At the very least, have put up a better fight than they did on map number 1. Convincing in a few on their CT side, but the problem is only picking up 5 rounds on CT side of Ancient just isn't going to be enough under pretty much any scenario. And you're seeing why it can be so dominating in the way GODSENT is playing it. Taco is peering in towards Red Room. And he's going to throw a flashbang on forward that won't connect on Dangerous, but it doesn't matter anyway. Taco's going to find the frag, makes it a 5v4, and why not re-swing it? Gets the second onto Darty Montana, and Mike, this one could be over right here.
I could indeed. Taco's always better in pairs. 3. Even better at that point, so let's see if he can get a third. Henny out of play. Some room to work with towards the B side, but even if they take it, the bomb's nowhere close at hand, and at this point it all falls to Masami Duck, who will get one, but immediately gets traded, and that will be GODSENT